And just what did it take from you and the team to close the way that you did tonight for a team that you guys have not always been super sharp in clutch time situations?
I got 2 words for you. Jaden McDaniels. It's just that simple.
Against Luka.
McDaniels fakes the 3, drives, goes right at Jackson Hayes and puts it in the other way. McDaniels drives and slams. Season for the Timberwolves. Edwards a crossover, kicks it out. McDaniels 3-pointer, puts it in. The finishing touches on a terrific win here for the T-Wolves.
As I come to sit down, I see the king himself here on the chair. It's time to put him away and start this one. Welcome back to the All Things Basketball Podcast. I'm your host, Vic Lopez, as always, and this is a special Jaden McDaniels pod that I wanted to just drop immediately after doing the rewatch of last night's Game 3, Lakers versus T-Wolves. Masterpiece 30-point game. This episode, just to kind of lay out where it's going to go, there's going to be game clips, just kind of obviously showing, like I always do, as I'm going through some of the points for Jaden McDaniels. There's also going to be a decent amount of data on this pod because I just did a little bit of digging around and just kind of looking at what Jaden McDaniels has been doing so far over the course of these 3 games, and it's nothing short of awesome. You know, Jaden McDaniels has been the X factor for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and he has been an absolute thorn on JJ Redick and the Lakers' side, you know. So let's jump right into it and have my notes right here. So as of right now, Jaden McDaniels is averaging 21 points, 58.7% from the field. He's 83% from the free throw line, so really good. Doesn't get to the free throw line a ton, but you know, definitely being able to knock him down at a good clip. Now, here is where things get really interesting with the data, okay? We're going to do a filter because, you know, Jaden McDaniels, he takes about 15 field goal attempts throughout these playoffs so far, 15 a game. And so I did a filter of, okay, 15 or more field goal attempts per game. Who are these guys and who leads in field goal percentage? And it's Giannis at number 1, 67.7, right? I don't think anyone thought that was going to be a surprise. We have Kawhi Leonard, who's been lighting up the Clippers. There's plenty of content on that out there on YouTube. 60.8%. Then there's Pascal Siakam, who honestly I was surprised to see on this list, even though, you know, I haven't been watching the Bucks-Pacers series super closely. Like, I've been doing a watch the next day after the game and, you know, here and there kind of swapping around between multiple series. But Pascal, man, you know, that's really good for him. And then there's Jaden McDaniels at number 4, 58.7% from the field. And then right after him is Jalen Williams from OKC. So, you know, really good company here. And obviously just clearly showing the level of basketball that he's been playing. Then I decide to look at, you know, second chance points. This is a guy that, you know, he finds himself in the mix, kind of in that traffic, you know, getting a putback here and there, you know, in the chaos, he thrives, right? And so I go to second chance points, and this is no filter at all. This is just raw, okay? Jaden McDaniels is number 1 in second chance points. He's had 6 per game, but going through the totals, he's had 18 second chance points. Right after him, you see the guys on the list. It's Brunson, it's Derek White, it's LeBron, it's Giannis. Really good company in terms of second chance points. Then we're going to playoff usage rate, right? And this is where it kind of gets a little wonky because you're thinking, okay, usage rate, minutes played, what kind of like responsibility does each guy have on their team? Nonetheless, he's at 20.4% in usage rate. And the other guys that are around him in this usage rate is Anthony Black at 20.5 for the Orlando Magic, Cam Payne 20.3, Tim Hardaway Jr. at 20%, and then Asar Thompson. I put like a range of, you know, the 5 guys, including Jaden McDaniels. And obviously, out of the 5 of these guys, he's been the most outstanding. And he obviously plays the most minutes out of all those guys, so that should also be taken into account. So we went through the second chance points. We went through field goal percentage for guys that are taking at least 15 field goal attempts per game. Jaden McDaniels clearly just in some great company on those two. Now we're going to look at just overall. I'm not a plus minus guy. I think it's a really tricky stat if you're not really paying attention and watching the games. I think they can be really misleading if you're not watching the games closely and you're trying to just guide yourself with plus minus. I think it's a pretty flawed stat. However, on the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels has the highest plus minus at 10.3. And then you look at the other guys behind him, a couple of numbers behind. So he has just been absolutely balling out for this team and just showing his value. He's been completely taking advantage of what the Lakers have been trying to throw at him. And what JJ's been trying to do this entire time is approach Jaden McDaniels as the guy we're going to close out late on, as the guy that we're going to put our weakest defender on, Luka Doncic, and, you know, some Austin Reeves here and there to help cheat away and then hopefully close out later, make him a third option, like put him on the guy that's not going to get the majority of the field goal attempts, the majority of the usage. And Jaden McDaniels is just like, all right, you're going to put Luka on me? This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it every single game, with the exception of game 2, where he didn't have a good game. But he is just completely taking advantage of, hey, he catches it, Luka's closing out, he's getting right down to that rim. And this dude is just like, he's putting Luka through the blender. He is really making things difficult for the Lakers on the defensive end because you hope that he is just not going to be involved. And look, for all the good things that Jaden McDaniels is doing on offense, taking advantage of obviously Luka Doncic and whoever else is guarding him as the weaker defender on the Lakers, he's doing it on the other end on defense. And his main assignment is Luka Doncic, which that just shows the impact that Jaden McDaniels has had in this series and on this team for years. He is the main matchup on Luka Doncic. He has guarded him for a total of 24 minutes-ish, according to Second Spectrum. And look at what Luka's averaging against Jaden McDaniels. He's at 9.3 points per game, almost 2 turnovers a game, and he's at 45.8% from the field. Not bad, right? Definitely, he's almost at 50% from the field. So, like, Luka is still going to get some great looks. He's still going to score a lot of points. But, you know, holding him to that 25% from 3, making things difficult, forcing a turnover here and there, staying physical, just being annoying, and then also going at Luka on the offensive end. Like, this is McDaniels' averages versus Luka. 9.7 points. He's at 63.2% from the field, and he's at 60% from 3. He's been guarded by Luka, according to Second Spectrum, for about 19 minutes over the total of those 3 games. So he's taking the challenge guarding Luka. He's also going at Luka on the other end. So the main point of just doing this pod, one, obviously to just give props to Jaden McDaniels and just show him respect because of what he's been doing, but mainly because I want to know what JJ Redick has up his sleeve for the future games, the rest of the games in this series. Are you going to keep Luka on Jaden McDaniels as the main matchup? Are you going to just stick to your guns and do that? Or is it time to now change it up and admit that, you know, he's forced your hand? There's a problem with that. If you're going to do that, right, where are you going to put Luka? Are you going to continue to hope that maybe Jaden McDaniels has a bad game? Or maybe hope that Luka steps it up defensively? I don't know what the game plan could be, because wherever you put Luka, the Timberwolves have 3 guys realistically that could really put him in trouble. And that's, if you put him on Julius Randle Randle's going to do Julius Randle things, play bully ball, and yes, he's going to turn it over. Yes, he's going to do some stupid stuff, but he could force Luka into some early foul trouble if they put Luka on Julius Randle. I actually don't like the idea of having Luka on Randle because of that, because Randle's going to really go at him. Now, JJ could just be like, all right, look, let's put Luka on Randle, and let's see if Randle does the responsible thing and make the right play, right? Not always try to go one-on-one on Luka, but maybe use it as like, okay, let's see. Is he going to make the right play, make the right extra pass? And in credit to Randle, he has been doing that, right? Like, yes, he mixes in some of the crazy Randall stuff, but he has improved slightly the decision making, right? Like, okay, maybe this isn't the best decision, and then I'll make that extra pass. Randall has been doing that a lot more than in the past. So, shout out to Randall for that as well. I don't know what's going to happen, because if you put Reeves on Jaden McDaniels, well, he's going to just end up doing the same things he's doing to Luka. So that's a really interesting part of this entire equation when it comes to what the Lakers are going to do on defense. And it's something that I'm so interested to see, because it's like Jaden McDaniels has technically done his job already. Like, you hope for a guy like that to give you one great game in a series, and hopefully you come out on top in that series, like, the McDaniels game, right? Or maybe the Julius Randle game, maybe the Naz Reid game, right? You need one of those from your role guys if you want to come out on top sometimes. And Jaden McDaniels has given them 2 of those games in just amazing fashion. So is JJ just going to go with the averages, right? Like, and maybe Jaden McDaniels cools off again. Maybe he has another game 2 type of performance offensively. I don't know. I just wanted to shout out Jaden McDaniels. He has been awesome to watch. People are like, resurfacing those videos of Anthony Edwards talking about, the KD thing, and hey, we have Jaden McDaniels. He is just absolutely balling, man. They're trending in the right direction. Lakers are in trouble already. The pressure is on the Lakers for sure. This is, in my opinion, a must-win Game 4 at Minnesota. If the Timberwolves win this game, you almost have to safely assume that this series is over. Because now you're hoping that the Lakers are going to have to win 3 in a row. And it's really not looking like they're capable of doing that against this Minnesota team. Now, can Minnesota let go of the rope? Because you're also thinking about a team that has Julius Randle on it. It's always possible. Jaden McDaniels could have a stinker game. It's possible. Maybe Ant-Man has one of these games where he thinks he has to be the hero, and, he's kind of in his own head, and maybe the Lakers take one like that. That's always possible. But if you're Chris Finch and you're the coaching staff, you're definitely telling the guys, like, we win this game at home, and we almost certainly lock the series up. You go back, you lose this game at home, you just shifted the series back in the Lakers' favor in terms of home court advantage. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will catch you guys on the next one.